Hey YouTube, how you all going? Just thought I'd do a video on an important topic that's coming up for me, and that's vegan energy gels for endurance events, running, cycling, that kind of thing. My brother recently did a video on his cycling endeavours and mentioned a few types of food and things, you know, bananas and some fruit bars, that kind of thing that he takes with him, and definitely helps keep the energy up. Now, you know, I know a lot of people who are vegan obviously prefer to eat natural foods, and I certainly agree that if you take that route, there's no problem with it whatsoever. That said, I do feel that energy gels have their place, especially in running events where you maybe can't carry as much food in terms of bulk and size as you would if you're on a bike where you've got more pockets and it's not bouncing around and that kind of thing. In terms of you know, I guess Whole Foods and that kind of thing, I've seen a few videos by Michael Arnstein, the Fruitarian. He's a terrific ultra runner in America, and really promotes the whole vegan message and fruit-based lifestyle, high carb, low fat, that kind of thing. And in a couple of his videos, one in particular, I think he mentioned that he did a whole ultra marathon. Can't remember if it was 100 Ks or 100 miles, but he did the whole thing on dates alone. And obviously water. So yes, you can do it. When I was at the World's Toughest Mudder, probably about 70% of my calories came from whole foods. Well, not whole foods, they were kind of dried, but you get the idea. It was dried mango, cranberries, and dates. I did, however, have energy gel to kind of supplement that as well. But by the same token, even guys like Michael Arnstein, I've seen other videos where he refers to himself having energy gels. So that I do feel they have their place, even if you're someone who's really strict about your diet and would prefer to eat, you know, whole pieces of fruit or dates, that kind of thing. And that's really the topic for this video. So I think the main disadvantage, obviously, with having a lot of dried fruit or whole fruit, if it's, you know, bananas or that kind of thing during a race, is that naturally you're going to kind of want to have to go to the toilet a little bit more. I certainly found that in World's Toughest Mudder, and hey, it's just part and parcel. Even if you have energy gels, you might need to make pit stops, but I definitely felt that, you know, that could be a bit of a downside, as is the weight, you know, having to carry all that food. If you don't have regular checkpoints or stop points where you can kind of pick up and or a support crew for that matter. So dates, as I said, are a great alternative if you want to stick to real food. Essentially, they're lightweight and they're high in calories and terrific for running. I personally, in my upcoming ultra marathon, are going to primarily rely on energy gels. I just find them easier to digest on the go, and it's a bit more consistent in terms of calories because they're, you know, pre-packaged. They work out exactly how many grams is in each, you know, little container, and you can eat that, and you can time it to know that you've got to eat X number of calories every hour. Whereas if you have something like dates or a banana, you know, they're different sizes, different shapes. Maybe a banana's a bit more ripe than others, has more sugar, that kind of thing. So it can get a little bit more difficult, and I'm one to kind of keep it plain and simple and easy to work with. So all that said and done, the energy gel that I like the most is Science in Sport. It's a vegan energy gel. It even says it right on the back. You probably can't see that, but it says suitable for vegans, which is fantastic. The reason why I like this energy gel is that you don't need to consume it with water. So when I've been doing obstacle races and that kind of thing, if I haven't had the ability to carry water, or there's not very many water stations, you can still have the energy gel and get it down very easily and suffer no kind of side effects of having that gooey texture in your mouth that can come with some of the other energy gels out there. Also, if you're, you know, not into Science in Sport or you can't find this brand, there was a great post on the blog No Meat Athlete where he refers to Cliff and Hammer Nutrition, and I also think Power Bars, but just double check that one, being vegan. Obviously, with any products, you just want to check either the packaging or contact them directly just to confirm all that. But you know, pretty much these things are just sugar or derivatives. You know, different types of sugar. So it's unlikely they're going to have anything in there that isn't vegan. The ones where you've got to be careful, you know, if they have added protein or something like that. There's also the Vega brand by the triathlete Brendan Brazier. He does a whole kind of range of different products. If you've watched my past videos, you'll know I'm not really into that whole like protein supplement kind of thing. I prefer to get that from my diet. But his energy gels are based on dates. Not exactly sure how they make them, but they are date derived. So, you know, that could be a good compromise there. So anyway, guys, just kind of wanted to share that message because I know it can be a bit of a kind of, you know, when you first become vegan and if you're into these events, you're like, what should I have? What should I eat? So definitely people do that whole foods kind of route. There is the option of energy gels, obviously, or you can do a combination of both. You just got to find what works for you. And I think even with guys like Michael Arnstein, in the videos I've seen that he's done, it can also depend on the type of race you're doing, like how close to their checkpoints, what type of area is it in, you know, conditions, that kind of thing. And also, you know, if you're just doing it as part of your training, like is it a B or C race in your mind and you're not really going for a really strong time, or is it something where you really want to push yourself and trying to achieve the best? All those things can kind of come into it and affect, I guess, how you feel about carrying extra weight, extra food, or where you can get your food. So that's just my thoughts on it, guys. If you have any questions, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Look forward to doing a video once I've completed my ultra marathon. And yeah, just thanks again for watching. Talk soon.